Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The third map is coming up. It is Fnatic against mouz. We're on Vertigo. And it's going to be interesting. Torsi already looking down. mouz on the CT side. Fnatic starting on the T side. USP is going to be powerful if, and really only if you get the headshots. He tried once. Like one bullet is all you get.
Yeah, but he gets that info. Now they're going to be able to make their way through, and yep, sure enough, but hey, nicely done. Another headshot, 3 headshots for Torsi, and that's the bomb dropped as well. Just like that, he takes the pistol round into hand.
Banged out. Yeah. Again, the confidence on Torsi is so much fun to see. He's going to get the 4th kill. That one was way more messy. He used more bullets on killing KST than he did any of the others, but fair play, it worked. There's a lot of screaming, like violent screaming going on.
At that point, I'd be like, Exertion, calm down.
It's like 120 decibel going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's the pistol round. Chill out. It's early days. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Because there's a lot of work ahead of you here, especially because Fnatic are no slouch on Vertigo either. So it's not like this is going to be one of those third rounds where it just goes both ways. Where it goes one way, rather. It could go both ways here.
It could. I don't know what I was expecting really coming into this, but there are several of these players right now that I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to see this guy play more, you know? I'm kind of invested, I feel like, into it now.
It's just cool to see who's stepping up on LAN.
Yeah.
It's like online, don't really care as much. On LAN, yeah. I mean, to see some of these guys, JDC's been one of them.
Yeah.
He's really stepped up on LAN. I mean, you know, it's very cool to see because obviously the big matches happen on LAN.
Speaking of which, he's going to get one more kill there, taking on Pepper, which is super important because they are actually getting run over. He's finally going to go down, and Kevin takes down Torsi. This round is falling apart. It is what Fnatic themselves have experienced so many times so far in this tournament, winning the pistol, losing the following round. Finally, they get to do it to mouz.
I just hope that whoever is shouting on Fnatic's side just pops off like mad right now. As soon as this bomb goes off, just let Exertion know.
Get the camera on them immediately.
Please get the camera on them like right away. And I just want them to pop off and let Exertion know, like, yeah, okay, we can shout too, dude. Like shouting is easy. Winning rounds is hard. That's
what really matters. And Exertion finding a pretty good spot, it seems, to save the M4. Nothing else that he could have done either. So it will be the round for Fnatic. It's going to be 1-1, tied up right away. All right, no crazy shouts. It's early days. We'll let them build into it. But that is great. Well done on the Fnatic side. I keep wanting to say Swedish side, but they've got like a whole mix going on. It's just I'm so used to Fnatic being Swedish, you know. But instead of Fnatic, we're going to listen in to the mouz side of things.
Someone flash?
You're the only one. You do it then. Dory, you can
only
flash
have
once.
one flash.
But I have an M4. Fine. I will do it. I will flash late, Johnny. I'm not flashing early.
Flash.
Flash. One towards A. Boom. Oh, I missed the
it.
flash.
Man, I'm falling back. Nothing.
One is lobby on A.
One of them. One of them. He's right side already.
I will do run and smoke.
I tagged him.
Done. I do run and smoke.
One is low. He went back.
One is close yellow.
Flashing B.
Yes, there's two. One ramp and one is the lobby with SG.
Guys, you should contact them. I think Huber flash deep B.
Yeah. I'm gonna peek after the smoke.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm on top of it.
One mid. Dory is holding yellow.
Coming.
Mid.
Speed
1,
B.
2, 3.
Yeah, nothing.
Coming B.
Yeah, be straight, guys.
They are on B already.
2 more. 3 more. 4 on B. 4 on B.
The low dead. Low HP dead. You can save it maybe.
Nice. Wait,
You're alone.
you're alone.
Pushing me.
One stairs. Hey, look, it's bad smoke. I cannot do anything.
One holding me.
Oof, movement.
Guys, I need to get my KD up.
Unlucky.
it.
One eco, and then we go.
Let's go,
Yeah.
boys.
Let's go.
I like it, throwing in some jokes at the end, but really around where they had the information too late to really rotate enough people to get help out at a B bomb site. That just happens. Yeah, I mean, they didn't sound super depressed or anything, but obviously not the start that they're hoping for here, and they're gonna have to go on another save round here with
Yeah,
the
so they
Eagle.
are. Eat another round of eco, and yeah, I mean, try and keep the spirits up. That's the important thing. Obviously, things are going against you, so you don't want to dwell on that too much. So if you can get a chuckle in there, that's good. But yeah, mouz right now after that pistol and the overperformance from Torsi.
It is really nice to have someone on the team who can crack a joke every once in a while and just lighten the mood. I think that's... I wouldn't build my team around that, but it is kind of an underrated thing. Like I think even people know that even from having just playing matchmaking or whatever with friends, right? Like if someone is like that, it's like it takes everyone out of that dark feeling that you get when you start to lose a couple of rounds.
Well, some very quick reactions here from Fnatic getting that bomb over to the B side as quickly as possible. Once they managed to lose control of the A ramp and A side area, they just quickly rotated over, got that bomb planted nice and early.
Yeah.
I hope to see that AK just kind of mosey on out of there and save for the next round. But the Deagles can hang around here. The Deagle on the MAC-10, yeah, sure, get in here, see if you can get a gun.
Yeah, and make it expensive, right? Try and see if you could take something away from them. That's definitely true. I'd agree. Don't throw the AK into the mix. It's not worth it. Ooh, big opportunity. But Sue, it's not that he's been playing badly, but I feel like yesterday we saw him pop off a lot more. So I don't know if it's the pressure, obviously, in terms of he's also doing the calling. There's a lot going on in his mind. And I think he's been playing fine today, but his levels seem to be a little bit high yesterday, maybe.
I think that's a lot of what's going on is just being able to maintain the focus. You know, the in-game leaders always have so much more going on in their heads. They have so many moving parts on top of the necessity for them to frag. They have to get kills as well. So there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of pressure. And while this is invaluable experience for him, obviously, but that has, yeah, so far it has impacted his fragging ability. First day he really popped off. He was looking good, making plays and all that. So maybe as things progress, you know, it's just a lot of thought process, a lot of what?
Yeah, different opponents to you prepare every day for something new. You have to go through the latest games that they've played. Yeah, it's a whole thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think you look at his performance today. It has been good. Just
also, you don't know if they're getting good sleep. They're getting good food. The venue's been fantastic. You know,
true.
Everybody's taking great care of us. But you know, it's just you know, are they getting good sleep? Right, getting good rest and staying sharp. That's important.
Both Shane and JDC put to rest in that moment. Torsi, only one defending the bomb site here. Slowed down, and actually they're going to run back and Exertion. He's so far forward, he's going to hear them really early on. That's kind of interesting. He's going to get one double spray down, probably necessary, and there's no way that Torsi could have seen that coming. Kevip waiting for him. Very smart, very intelligent play. Now they're going to double back, go for the bomb site. It's already under control, and there's not much that Sui could do here. Just has to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
Good sleep is important. I feel like that's I've tried to perfect over the years, like how to do that at events in terms of jet lag and everything else.
Okay.
Try to make sure to always get that. Also, because 2 kids at home and everything else, getting good sleep at home is just really hard.
What about so what's the go-to for you? What's the secret for all the LAN attendees in the future?
I mean, for me, obviously you always want to try. It depends on which way around the world you're traveling, really. But generally speaking, don't go for like midday naps or anything when you show up. It's not worth it. You're gonna
power
really
through.
Power through. Stay up, until it's 10 o'clock or something like that, and then get like 9 hours of sleep. But I do magnesium and melatonin and something called glycine. So like I have like a whole different supplements that I use, all very boring stuff on their own. But just I just try and knock myself out with that, and then go for that 9 hours sleep. You wake up and boop, you're adjusted.
Yeah. That's
the way.
That's about right. Get as good a night of sleep as possible on the first night, and then you're gonna be in the cut pretty quick.
Yeah, you can adjust.
Yeah. Well, another round of eco coming up here for mousesports. They did hold on to that AK, so see if Sui can get something fun going here.
But what a banging start for Fnatic. 4-1 in their favor. They're not used to playing from this forward, but like from being ahead at all. I feel like they have to usually sort of, you know, try and keep up pretty early on in the game. But this is a sizable lead, especially if they can convert this round as well, make it 5-1. They did run into the AK, and they lost Process already, so that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, and they're going to lose Peps or JDC's right there. The timing was just epic for that. And there's a second player, Shane. Are they going to realize flashbang to set it up? Good stuff. And the bomb falls forward. Oh, no.
Nightmare. Last place you want that. We do have a flank coming in from KST. Let's see if he can catch anybody, though. Does manage to get the spray. And now these remaining players from mouz are caught in a crossfire. Unfortunately for him, that AK that survived, yeah. Oh, never mind. He's going to kill it. There, for a second, there was a chance.
Yeah. Still is. I mean, it's not great, but he's got 73 health, so he's got 40 seconds on top of that. Can be done. He's hoping to catch just one more player off guard, but they're not set up to help each other out. Doesn't really matter. Torsi's going to get a kill, but they were all a little bit far away, like no attempt to try and get any refracts or anything. That is a steal and a half for mouz. They're going to be happy about that.
Yeah, that's one of those rounds that's really going to haunt Fnatic. You can't be giving up. Even if in this current meta the Deagles are so dangerous and the pros are so good at using them like shotguns or like sniper rifles, I mean, it's still a round that you need to just lock down if you're Fnatic, and you need to be up at 5-1 right now going into the next buy round for mouz, because now mouz's buy is just terrific, and they get to hold on to a bit more money going forward as well. So, yeah, just the worst case scenario there for Fnatic. That's super painful. Well, now, I mean, what are we going to see here from Fnatic? Back to the spray fight over at a ramp, standard fare. And they doubled up on mid. mouz, really expecting there to be some shenanigans here from Fnatic. That's pretty cool. Sadly, we didn't get to see that, but that would have been neat.
Yeah, I still think the mid portion of this map is so underrated by especially the T sides a lot. But I guess it is like a bit of an art to you know, get those executes rolling really well. But I think you can do so much manipulation even if you just push the CTs back. Exertion goes down. Process with a good kill. And now, I don't know if the A-bomb site's wide open, but one more kill here and it's going to fall really quickly. Torsi set up with the AWP. He's got some backup in Sui, who's right there with the AK. He did just jiggle peek that enough to confirm that someone was going to be there. Has to fall back around the smoke. So now, good chance for a bomb plant. And the question is, they only have one smoke for the retake if they want to go for it. Being a man down and with the money, they're going to have to do really an excellent job. I'm not even sure it's worth it now.
Definitely not.
Sui down and JD said, well, they can't even get back. Pepsol shooting the smoke. Oh, no. That's why we talked about this yesterday. It's one of the worst feelings when you mentally are like, okay, fall back, just save. It's not, I mean, you still lose like 2 or 3 people and you're like, great. We made the call and we can't even do it.
How much do you think this has to do with Golden standing behind him?
I think it certainly helps, right? Like, I'm sure he commands a lot of respect on that team, so you know, you're going to listen if he says, don't worry, guys, we're well prepared. We've got this figured out. We know what to, like, you know, you feel the weight of those words differently. I feel like when it's someone like Golden who's proven himself beyond
I mean, that's the thing. It's kind of like broken almost, where you can have a pro standing behind you like this with the experience that Golden has. You know, and the other guys are like, I thought this was Academy. You know, like
I think it's awesome.
Of course. I mean,
if he was playing on the team, that would obviously skew things just a little bit, right?
Yeah, but he still gets to be the coach. He still gets to give the insight, and he's talking. You know, like
that's the value, though. Like,
actually, I'm actually curious about that because we
want to fast track these guys to the next level.
It's not about that though. It's about he is talking, and it's actually interesting. They're talking during the rounds, the coaches, and we're on land. So we've made a change there. We're allowing coaches to talk now without it being a tactical timeout. Interesting.
Yeah, I can't even keep up with what the rules are anymore on that front.
Nice attempt, Torsi.
Indeed. Process down to 16. Pepsol, very advanced position. JDC, he's lucky to be alive. You could even tell that he was just mentally not ready for the idea that someone was going to be there. KST putting on some pressure by throwing that Molotov in there. They've got 2 people stuck in a really awkward position on this bomb side. They need some backup pretty quickly. I can't believe it. That's a FAMAS kill. Process goes down. I think he was spotted even, but able to do some work anyway. And now they've got more people at the bomb site. It's a 4-on-4. The bomb is down. Torsi, again, aggressive and confident as always, pushing for the smoke. And now they're going to go for a little bit of a wraparound. Regali picks up a kill. Pepsol goes down. Now Regali, how much orbing did he get done? He's been spotted, and eventually the Deagle will get him. I think Torsi wallbanged him as well. And Sui picking up the last couple of kills. That is a good retake and a much-needed round out of mouz.
And at this point, I just want to say, okay, mousesports, forget buying rifles, just have Deagles. You know, go for 4 spies from here on out. You know, mixed bag. Maybe you can get an AWP, maybe you can't, but just go for a mixed bag kind of buy, because clearly you guys are just a real threat in these kinds of low percentage rounds, where that's twice now you've managed to win an unlikely round against Fnatic. And while Fnatic, I mean, it looks like they'll have enough money to go for a buy here, but this is very difficult now for Fnatic. You've given up 2 rounds against mouz that really should have gone your way.
Yes, I agree. And again, they've never had the luxury, Fnatic, even when they've been winning and it's been looking decent, of having like a colossal lead. And it's not, again, was an opportunity. This could just as well be 7-1 in favor of Fnatic, and then then that's ridiculous lead that you would love to experience, but it just feels like every time it's a little bit more tricky than maybe it should be. JDC faking out, putting out that Molotov, and probably you'd think that he was behind the smoke at that moment, that he was falling back a little bit, but just pushes forward. So see if it's going to catch anyone off guard. Pepsol waiting down here, and his team, I don't know, they're spread out a little bit all over the place at the moment. Now they're not going to get caught. They definitely realized that flashbang was a sign of something.
Some shenanigans. It's a 4-on-4. And yeah, now I like this from Fnatic. Just the group and go. Get together with the AKs. You have nades on Regali at least that you can work with here. And so just try and take over that bomb site, get that bomb planted, and just crash on through together as 4. I really do like to see this, especially considering the passive setup that mouz have. This is actually just going to work out nicely here for Fnatic. Although there's only 25 seconds left on the clock, Anders. This isn't leaving them a whole lot of time, and
yeah,
that was not how to peek that angle.
They definitely could have gone a lot quicker than this, right?
Can they use a smoke?
No, and the question is, can they wallbang them through with that AWP? JDC goes down instead. Sui picking up Peps over the bomb, at least did get planted, so there is a chance. They could still do this. 2 versus 3. Regali back here. They don't have a smoke or a Molotov to get rid of him, so he's going to have the chance, but Sui turns up. Really good performance out of him. He's up to 7 kills, and that's pretty impressive. They got the bomb plant down. It just seemed like they waited 5 more seconds maybe than you would have wanted. And probably more than anything, what you would like is some smoke cover for that bomb plant, because that's so risky. Or
just some smoke cover to get up the ramp.
True.
Like drop that smoke on the bomb site, and whether it's covering the bomb plant or not, at least it's giving you some room to work with, and you don't just lose 1 to Torsi immediately.
Yeah.
So that was a little unfortunate there.
Double orb.
Double orb? Okay, this is the answer. Just go for it now that you have the money. Go for it. See what we can get going.
Actually, they've got pistols. I mean, I'm not saying that the pistols are better than the double orb, but it's one of those rounds where
flying Tech 9s could be painful.
Yeah, or just you're going to feel so much looser playing with the pistols that if you can get in range and just keep running, it could be fun. Ooh. Scary.
Playing with fire, literally now. Nice attempt at a shot though. And yeah, this is just that standoff. We will have a little bit of action here in mid, though, so Exertion finally going to feel like, hey, I get to do something. This is cool.
Yeah.
I get to take part. I'm not just an observer.
Guarding the middle board the whole time. So far, so good for the mouz side of things. They haven't fallen victim to any crazy deagle shots yet. Exertion comes in. 20 seconds later to get that kill, and sneaking up under him. He wasn't ready for it. So at least a kill going their way. Picked up an M4. 50 seconds on the clock, and Pepsol trying to play this angle. He's going to get the headshot. That is a good headshot, taking down Shane. On the other side there. Ooh. Not a one, not a headshot, but still super impressive. Very expensive round all of a sudden. He's got 30 seconds, and the bomb is in the middle. He's going to run, try and no-scope them. Man, that was way worse than you were expecting to begin with.
All over the place, yeah, mad. Just these deagles, man. Both of these teams are so dangerous when they get the deagles in hand. They keep coming up with these crazy shots and just making these rounds so much more expensive than you would want for the opposing team. So you can see Torzy right now stepping up pretty nicely. 19 years old, 134 ADR right now. That's solid. Don't mind the headshot percentage. He doesn't need to do that with AWPs.
True.
5-5, tied up, and a tactical timeout called by Fnatic. And I actually like this a lot here from Fnatic.
Yep.
It's a round where a lot is going to be riding on it. The economy is not terrific for mousesports. If you can take this round here, Fnatic, you could run away with this first half. So glad to see that Golden's deciding now's a good time to slow things down.
Yep, keep it cool. Again, in light of the fact that Fnatic probably, again, must feel like we could have had an epic lead right now, and now it's tied up. Yeah, it's a good time to reset everyone's nerves and sort of remind them what they're doing and what they plan coming into this map. 11th round, double orb still in play, M4s for the rest of them. No orbs yet. Up against a bunch of AK-47s on the Fnatic side. And spread out pretty default stuff coming out here from the T side. Molotov on Sui. He's not going to want to stick around for that. Boost to look over the smoke. Definitely dangerous. We've seen that get kills before, but no really easy targets at the moment. Little attempt. Gonna smoke it off and go back to B. Okay, at that moment, you're banking on no one from the CT side, looking down around the smoke and checking and seeing that no one is there, and then you have to hit the B bomb side before they do that, basically.
I mean, they're grouped up and ready to go now for that B bomb site.
Yeah.
With the boost over the top as well, create a little bit more room. Hepser is just, I mean, that's paper thin. So last thing you want is a wallbang attempt, but he's going to be able to get over it.
Nice shot from Shane. That's going to slow them down a bit. They didn't check the corner, and no one Molotov did either. Means an easy kill for JDC, and the offer on the side. Shane also doing a lot. Run and gun from Regali. He's out in the open. Feels a little bit lonely, and there comes the flank from JDC, but it's still a one-on-one. KST out here. He's going to get peeked, but he nearly had the flick. That would have done it, and his headshot from Exertion. My God, it actually looked like they were fighting their way back into that round. I can't even really believe that Fnatic made that competitive at all. It looked like they were getting hard shut down.
Yeah, that looked brutal, and yet somehow, I mean, well, Regali showing that he can go to work with the AK as well as the AWP when he needs to.
Yeah,
that was an overperformance from him, and that's what brought that round back into reach for Fnatic. It looked so good, and I liked Fnatic's approach there. The group and go, get 4 players, and just kind of explode onto the bomb site as fast as possible. I mean, Pepster sacked himself and created the room necessary for his teammates to get out onto the bomb site. They just weren't able to get those kills fast enough. Even with Regali going like a full-on mad lad.
Nice nade.
Nice little HE right over the top. Clever. It's looking like it's going to be an A-ramp push here. We got a couple of Tech 9s, a couple of Deegs. And Torzy's been holding this angle a lot.
Yeah, they're going to go... Not worried about the nades coming their way. They don't really take that much damage either. Tech 9's up there. Sweet running and gunning and taking down Regali. That's a bit of a shame because if he could have got that kill, that would have really opened up the bomb site. Pepsor is there with a good headshot. Really, maybe could have done it. He actually did get it. How?
I don't even know. He shot
really
two of them.
I'd actually love to see that replay. That looked so weird.
It looked like he shot between the two of them. I have no idea where that shot went.
Interesting, but it is a round for mouz. I think that's probably the only thing they care about right now. Even if some of these have been more expensive than they needed to be, they're winning the rounds.
They're winning the rounds now. They've started to get that flow going once again here in mousesports. And while that is not going to be good for Fnatic, a little bit of a poor feeling coming in here. And, you know, some performance issues coming up on Fnatic as well. Need to start seeing some of these guys start to hit some shots to get the team going. Kev with the 3 kills right now. Kind of lagging a little bit behind. See if he can wake up. Oh, that dude doesn't get any closer than that. Process.
It's like, give me a break. Like, naded and shot through the smoke. And I'm trying to play some sort of an entry role here, and not the best start for it. Still doable, actually very doable now. He's gonna get the kill. Will be wallbang down, but fair enough. If you got 10 health and you still get the kill on the AWPer, I mean, good to be happy about that. JDC playing very annoying angle at the sandbags, but a quick trade. KST taking him down.
Good spacing.
Yep.
I like to see that. 3-on-3. This favors Fnatic.
I like this from KST. If he can if he can get himself lost in middle so that they can't find him. Actually, Sui is also down below. Oh, this is a completely mad round.
Yeah, this is all
I have no idea who's going to win this now.
A lot of this is going to come down to timing. Who decides to check? They were checking for lurks, but yeah, there's Sui showing up.
And Pepso is really worried now because, yeah, they could be coming from the bomb site. Sui doing a lot of work. He's having himself a fantastic game. Triple kill here, up to 13, tied up with Torsi as well. Between the two of them, they are really having a high output right now. And Fnatic, man, another kill right now would be huge, but they're not going to be able to get it. Shane will take him down. And, my God.
I mean, listen, it's the last night, right? If his voice goes out, if he can't speak tomorrow, then yeah, whatever. It's not going to be a problem.
It's not clear if someone won a round or they drop a dumbbell on their foot. Similar kind of.
Yeah. Just getting that the war cry, putting on the war face.
Yeah. I mean, who can blame them? Who could blame them? Flash to set up for a little bit of a peek. Oh, this is mega aggressive. Now, they do only have pistols upgraded a little bit there, but still, if you're on the Fnatic side, just think, wow, that is crazy. What are they doing?
He saw him, too.
Yeah.
He did spot him in T-spawn. But now we're going to have that set up, that crossfire once again established here on the B site. A little bit of action. Shane deciding now's the time to smoke. Perfectly timed. Is that going to help out Exertion, though? I think this is going to be pretty tight, Anders.
It will be a little bit awkward with the AWP this range. Nice scope, though. Shane lightning fast to get that one. And there comes the spray from Exertion. He was hiding inside of the smoke the entire time, and they don't lose a single player. So now the lead is just, again, I want to reiterate, there was a point at which this could have been something like 7-1 in favor of Fnatic. Now, instead, they're stuck at 5 rounds, and mouz are just powering through. They're 9-5. They're about to be at 10.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just shocked. I was shocked that Pepster had the bomb. You know, your entry fragger running up there towards the CT side. I've got the bomb. Don't mind me.
Maybe he forgot himself.
Done. Yeah, exactly. Maybe there's some miscommunication there. Not really clear as to who was carrying the bomb.
Lost sight of the mission.
That's a painful one. That's definitely going to hurt. And they do manage to get some AKs on the board once again here. Full nades as well to work with for Fnatic. So very quick in. See, right? Not quite going to realize. Did Torsi do one of those where he switches out of the shot? Because he had the angle.
Maybe Process trying to run it down. Ooh, but Torsi's there on the other side catching him. Again, Process has been playing a lot of that entry stuff. You remember that from Inferno as well. And doing a really good job, but it's been hard to do on this map.
Well, that's a beautiful HE spray combo. Regali just done.
Close. Definitely close. 5 versus 3. This is where you maybe want to say no reason to keep fighting at that ramp. I mean, just leave. It's fine. Sui gets a kill, but it's probably not worth it because should you lose some of those fights, you know, you're just giving them a way back in. Torsi falling back, and that's much better. We'd like to see it. KST is going to be going down 10-5 at the end of the half, favoring the mousesports side. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and mousesports right now are just showing superior firepower.
They are.
They've got, I mean, it's just everybody's kind of finding their kills and not really missing out on the chance when the chance is given. So you can see, I mean, Shane, it's just kind of Vertigo. I feel like the role that Shane is playing on Vertigo just doesn't really put him in a fragging position most of the time. So
no, but when they've shown up, he's been doing a pretty good job, right?
Yeah, so. No doubt. It's not like saying, oh, he's missing chances. Just that I feel like the other 4 are more often in positions to get kills than he is.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a quiet match so far for Shane, but
I agree.
On the rest of Fnatic, it's definitely a little bit of a touch-and-go scenario. And now Golden, yeah, Golden again. There I was talking about whether or not it was an advantage to have a pro on your team. Now would be a good time for him to have a few keywords and to get them dialed in because this pistol round is going to mean so much to Fnatic.
Like, have you guys ever seen how Crims will get like a quad kill?
Yeah, or
A lot.
Wolfmeister, you know, like he just clicks heads.
Can you
Do that?
do that?
Pepster, just give me your best Olaf impression.
Yeah. Get it done. I don't know. I mean, I think Fnatic have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that they deserve to be here. But it's that upward curve that we were talking about. It's hit like a breaking point now, and it's kind of, if they don't pick it up, they're not going to have that many rounds to play around with. 10-5. If they don't win the pistol, it's going to get tough. Well, let's listen in to what they're actually saying on that Fnatic side.
Steps towards B.
Yeah.
He only linked me for 23. It was only one guy. Maybe they will end up B now. I think I'm low.
If it's
Nothing
in
A.
front of
Nothing
Can we double
A so
pick it,
far.
Pepe? Can we just double, like, just
Yeah.
take a jiggle?
Picking it? I don't see anyone. I'm surely picking
One
all
A.
the time, Kevin.
2 A, 3
Where do you
A.
want to go?
No, I'm B.
A. It will be A, 100%.
Yeah. No, I'm B.
I rotate
Mid.
from... Oh, it's you. Never mind.
A. A. At least
Mid is
3 players
blank
A. They're doing execute probably.
Okay.
I think they're doing deep take. Deep take, guys.
Going heaven.
Can we smoke, like, the wall smoke for us, for ourselves?
Yeah. Pushing from Ivy, guys.
Just fight them now.
Planting.
Run up plant. Yeah. Nate up plant.
One side,
hitting them.
really low.
Can we just go now when they plant?
Hit him.
Yeah.
Not back to smoke. I'm gonna flash for you guys. Wait a bit, I'm flashing.
Go.
Flashing down.
I'm blind.
Bomb.
Full blind.
Go
Connector.
close.
I'm in close.
Dead.
Two side.
Side. Sandbags. One more side. Two picking sides.
Close.
Left side.
Close.
Low, I think. Right side.
Nice, okay.
Nice try. Thank you.
What a mad round. They were heavy on that B call to begin with. They did kind of realize, but then the slowdown even confused them when they were setting up the execute. And then I think there's like 3 smokes down on that bomb site, maybe only 2. And then both teams were throwing flashbangs into the smoke. So once the fight happened, it's like, who's unflashed first? And it turned
Basically.
out mouz were getting a little bit ahead there. That's wild.
Basically. Ugh. Can't believe that that's how that goes down. That is such a clutch one.
I think the bomb planter had 11 health after the nades and the shots. It's like, he's so, if he dies in that moment, it's like, wow, they're going to be able to reset everything.
Yeah, in the meantime, though, for Fnatic, disaster. You needed that clutch. You needed it to go your way.
Yeah.
11-5 now. And fair enough. Fnatic, they go for the 4 spy, so Deagle, Kevlar, couple of nades.
MP9.
Gali. They could squeak an MP9. Oh, they could.
Yeah. Definitely interesting. Nade, gonna explode
sick.
process. Yeah, but Kev is there to take down Sui. Nice shot to drop Exertion. That's not bad. 3 versus 3 now. Torsi's taking a kill. KST with that MP9 taking down Torsi. It looked like they didn't even really react to someone being there. Now he's going to go for a little bit of a ramp around. They might have guessed someone's in the smoke. I think he's got a strong idea. Might even actually just know it. And the other player left with the Galil is Shane, but he's going to go down. So nice return. Unbelievably important round there for Fnatic.
Man, just back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
These teams cannot seem to get a pistol round down and then to lock down the following up, the follow-up. It's just each team that wins a pistol, I'm almost saying it's a 50-50 as to whether or not they win that second.
Yeah.
It's so difficult for them to keep their cool against the Deagles and the Scouts.
Well, I mean, yeah, they are really strong tools, aren't they? So, not even surprising.
Do we get Deagles and Scouts this time? I think they had the bomb plant, so they could go for some Deagles here on the side of mouz Sports right off the bat. Put the foot down.
Kind of glad that they don't.
Okay. Eco round. Let's see it.
It's like a difference of philosophy, right? But it's just that when you're up 11-6, you have the buffer to wait until you have the money, right?
Sure.
Process, wow. Flanking the entire team's side. That's a really great job. Team kill. Denied the quad kill for him. I don't know how that even happens, but...
Okay, so it isn't Process that's shouting. We're just going to go by process elimination here. If we're following Fnatic players, we'll see who's actually popping off at the end.
Didn't you send someone to check it out?
Yeah, Maui is, Maui is just
What are
proven
these-
to be unreliable.
What are these analysts doing?
Yeah. What a shame. So the mystery remains. But it is going to be full buy on both sides now. And now this is it. mousesports, they took that round in the teeth. Fair enough. 4 towards A early here for Fnatic. Early aggression, and Kev is waiting on the other side of that smoke, but there's Process to trade it. Nicely done. 1 for 1.
He's still pushing down. He actually could have had the triple there. Unbelievable levels of aggression, but they kind of, I mean, given the fact they did a Galil KST, that's a really awkward. Oh, he's probably dead, isn't he? He's going to take JDC with him. That is kind of a miracle all in this. I can't believe that he got that. He was found out, completely exposed, already taken. That's just a...
JDC was swinging to take that fight as well.
Yeah.
He was hungry for that one.
He should be dead. KST, that's... Sometimes it actually is so valuable being able to make the most out of essentially a horrible situation. You're like, I'm definitely dead. But, yeah, at least I did that. 2-on-2. mouz sneaking up towards the bomb site. Fnatic just trying to play towards the center of the map, which is fine, because then they can group up and do something. Nice read. Regali able to pick up that kill. Shane probably, I mean, he's the bomb, so he was hoping to catch someone, right? He was hoping to maybe just flip the switch on them. Regali going to get the last 2 kills. Huge victory. That was Golden, definitely.
That was Golden. Yeah, it's probably Golden who's been just hyping him up all along. It doesn't matter if he's the one who's getting popped up and getting the the adrenaline going. Then he gets the team rallied up. I could see that. I could see it being Golden.
I like it. Look at the consistency. Apart from Kev, who's having a good time, everyone is just, 13, 14 kills all across the board for Fnatic.
Yeah, they're starting to level up here. mousesports are the ones who are going to start feeling the heat. A little bit more tame on this side now, especially after that buy round.
Yeah, they're going to be put back onto the pistols. Oh, but JDC, or the early kill.
Once again.
I think he was charging Process and just got that one. KST taking down Exertion, obviously calling it out that they're going to be ramping through the middle. Gets a double kill, and yeah, just from the call, from the fact that he slowed them down, gives enough space for Pepsor to be able to turn around and get that kill. And he spotted it out. He realized that Sui is down there. So, great round. Not losing more than Process at the beginning. You love to see it.
Man, I love this from Golden. Golden just the perfect coach right now. Keeping everybody pumped up, keeping everybody focused. Spirits high, and they are within striking distance now of tying up this match. mouz, I mean, they've got to spend everything that they've got here, but again, they can't even afford to get full nades. And it's been aggression on ramp. There have been a lot of fights on ramp. Could go back to that, though, because they were pulling a bit of a turn of speed last time. Could see if they can try and make that happen again.
It's kind of crazy to see Process just charging down there round after round, but I just as I say, not this round. Oh, down below, he can't get the lineup. It just looked like that was meant to be a multi-spray down. But Pepsor goes down, KST, he's been spotted. Flashbang will at least save him for the minute. Is he going to go for the wide swing? He's out on the bomb side, and Torsi, even with the flash in his eyes, still going to get the kill. So now they're all at the site. They're 3 on 5, but they're all here. So they could try and go for the fight. They send Torsi flying out the side of the map. JDC will take down Process, and yeah, it's falling apart here. Regali, not that far away from getting shot in the back, you have to assume.
Yeah, but the molly was there. Yeah, that bought a lot of time. But there it is, yeah. Eventually, Suhei will track him down.
What a fight. I mean, that maybe could have swung the other way. They were really quick with the rotation.
Yeah, but also I like that mousesports didn't really hesitate. They had their opening with 3 there, and they were just like, go, accelerate onto the bomb site. Don't let them get comfortable. Don't let them get a defense going. Just put the pressure on. So I really like the snap calls coming out here from both of these teams. But that is not going to be ideal for Fnatic. They do have enough money for the buy, though, and pretty much a full buy across the board, so that's great. It's not done yet here for Fnatic, even though mouz are now 4 rounds away from a spot in the Grand Finals. 1-for-1 trade towards B very early on. And again, you're going to get KST trying to rotate over here, trying to close the gap.
Fnatic have to survive the potential economic death here. That's the real scary thing in this round. Said mouz are 4 rounds away, but if they win this one, they're going to be 2 rounds away, more or less. So a lot is on the line. They have called a freeze, waiting to see if Fnatic are going to be too aggressive somewhere. make a mistake. Sometimes that is valuable, right? Just give your opponent a chance to make a mistake.
Yeah, let them walk into your crosshairs.
Yeah.
Just hold angles and play it slow. You've got a minute still on the clock. You could wait another 15 seconds before you really have to start getting up and going.
But seems like Fnatic are not really doing that. Molotov's here. It's going to be hard for KST, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got a smoke so he can put them out at the very least, right? But that also reveals his position. He's not putting it out. He's pushing forward instead. This might work. Almost getting the spray. There's the double kill. That is well done. If he puts out the smoke, it does reel him. But JDC just running into drop Regali. Very clean shot there. And now it's a 2-on-2, 25 seconds and pushing through. I don't think they were expecting it. They were expecting the bomb plant with the time that was left. Kevin now, because you have a chance. He gets his own multi-spray down. Big double. And he's been having a hard game so far in Vertigo. But that is a critical round. If they lose that, they don't have any money. And mousesports almost make the grand finals.
What a match this is turning into, Anders. Yeah. Tit for tat. Neither team can pull away from the other. It's just going into the back and forth, which is rare. It was a lot of Fnatic catching up. mouz got around on the board, but now we're back in the driver's seat here with Fnatic. Do we have enough money for mouz to buy? Oh, man, it's such a... It's not good. It's going to be a half-buy sort of scenario. Yeah, without a bomb plant, no bonus money. So should be just the hero AK coming up here for mousesports. Fnatic calling a tactical timeout. Interestingly enough, giving mousesports a chance to have a chat as well.
Golden making sure everything is... I mean, this is where the map is decided, right? If you can keep building this and not throw away like a random round here, things are looking pretty good. This here from KST, the decision not to put out the Molotov and just push forward. The Molotov might have been a little bit off as well, but still, sometimes you just react on instinct, right? You hear it, you're like, oh, I'm going to smoke it off, and if you do that, not that you're necessarily dead, but you are giving away at least that information, and sometimes they'll just spray you down through the smoke or whatever. Pepsol, oh, nice jump with the flash set up by KST. Excellent job.
What is he going to be able to keep doing here? Man advantage, but again, anti-eco here from Fnatic, so we expect them to win this one. They should have every advantage, although the Molly is going to actually cut off the rotation.
Yeah, they need to hold this bomb site. Not going to be able to just yet. That's at least a chance for a bomb plant here. And a 3-on-3, actually 2-on-3 as they get the kill on KST. That's super awkward now. There is a flank coming in from Process, but it's an MP9, so if he gets spotted and they just swing on him, that's going to be an issue. There's the look, and JDC always aware, always sharp. Kevin, just too much this time. JDC will take him down. Triple for him in the round. Let's go being yelled out, and I just said it. They just need to hold on and not give away a random round.
You see that sigh of relief from Shane as well?
Yeah.
It's just freaking, like, the pressure right now is enormous on these guys.
It is. It definitely is. Look at it. JDC on 20. Suhe on 20. We talked about him, and actually Torsi as well. Wow. 60 kills between the three of them. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. They're looking good.
See how I did that math so quick?
Yeah, it was really impressive. You know, and also breaking the caster rules, you know, doing math live on broadcast, man.
Can't be done normally. Process, always aggressive. This time not on the A ramp, but in the middle. Instant knockout on Torsi. So maybe they can just steal a round back. Maybe that's just how they get out of this mess. Looks like it's doable. Finally something returned here from Shame, but the pressure is on for mouz right now. They know it. Like, damn, one more death here, and we might have to wave goodbye to this round.
Oh, the timing. Outrageous.
That never, ever works for me. Ever.
Yeah, no, that's not how that's supposed to go at all. You can see Golden's reaction as well. It's just unfortunate. Now the flank is covered by Suhe, but he has no idea that there's a second player here.
Yeah.
Regali could catch him off guard. Yep, nice headshot.
Yeah, we talked about them calling a freeze and allowing for their opponents to make a mistake. That's kind of what Suhe was just doing, but then the same thing was done to him. And just sometimes it is really important just to stand still and wait and let the other people walk into your crosshairs. 40 seconds. Keva's here. Now, when they plant the bomb, is he just going to go for it, or is he going to wait? Regali's coming up on the other side. A little bit of a nade, doesn't really do much. And Regali could end this round right here and now. He's going to get the one kill. Sprays through in a big double. And they steal it back. Well done.
Sure enough. And yep, you see the relief on Golden's face, man? That is the happiness. You got another lease on life, and that was around Nico as well. So now you're just going to max out your money again, get a good strong buy going into the next one. Ugh, crazy. Crazy that they cut so close like this. And while there's decent, no, there isn't really. I mean, it's like good money on 2. They can drop a gun on JDC. It's all over the place for mouz. Wouldn't be surprised to see if they'd actually gone for a timeout. Yep, tactical timeout.
They're surely going to buy into this round.
Tac timeout getting called.
I'd be shocked if they didn't go for this.
It feels like they're just pushing all over the place now as well. So there was the aggression on B, now there was the aggression on mid. And then all out on A. This is all over the place at this point. Where do they want to take this fight? Suhei having a bit of a discussion now.
I mean, the reason you want to buy in this round, I think, you know, you have the money, but also even if you had a little bit less, even if you could only get, you know, a couple of Galeals and an AK or something, I still feel like you know the money on the other side is so dreadful. If you crush them now, you just probably win the match. So let's see. It's looking good. They have the AWP on Torsi. He's been having some early deaths in some of these rounds, so maybe the AWP will make it easier for him. Process again on that mad mission, just running the whole way. Kev, some mad shots coming out on top as well, but not connecting enough to get a kill. But it's putting the pressure on that A ramp a lot. Wow, flash through as well. He's so aggressive, and for once it doesn't work out.
No, Exertion comes out ahead, and they have to know that that was a flash setup. So the second player is going to be around here somewhere. mouz currently clearing out these angles, taking their time with it. And Kevin's going to give ground and actually double up with his teammate. So trying to create a hard point for the defense on this A site. But in the meantime, smoke's going on to B. Messing around a little bit here with this Fnatic defense, making him second guess. No, they are fully committed to holding A. They've got 3 players on A right now, Fnatic.
Yeah, perhaps just jumping up to look down into the stairwell over B and not seeing anyone. So that's a good way to not get baited. 40 seconds. It's still a lot of time when you're at the A ramp like this. You'll be on the A bomb site pretty quickly. But give it another 20 seconds, and I'm going to start to panic just a bit. There is a Molotov on Pepsol, and actually one on Regali as well. Wow, now I'm really worried about the 30 seconds that's left. Especially the one on Regali, because if they throw down all the smokes onto the A bomb site, and there's a Molotov to stop them from getting into the bomb plant, that's huge. 20 seconds. Those nades could be real important right about now. Regali, he did put it out, but I'm not sure it actually stopped anyone. Exertion going to get the one headshot there. KST turning around, stopping the bomb. 10 seconds on the clock. It was Kevin with the kill. They're trying to plant again, but they can't. It's so hard to do. 4 seconds. They're going to get the bomb plant, but JDC's inside of the smoke on no health, and he's going to go down. Pepsol showing up for the triple, and yeah, they didn't, I don't think they counted on 3 people being there. And with 20 seconds, as soon as the bomb got stopped, the next guy just had to complete it. They just had to keep going.
I saw Process doing some shot in there as well. So we're narrowing this down, Anders. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Good.
Who is getting hype on Fnatic? It sounds like a combination of Golden and Process. But yeah, that is such a sick hold. And mouz, I think, are the ones who are feeling a bit of the pressure there. Just waiting for somebody to pull the trigger and to say go. A little bit too much hesitation. Just cost them that clock winding down.
I mean, that kill, it's so important. It just sparks panic, doesn't it? Immediately on the T side, they're like, oh no, 7 seconds. Stop fighting, find the bomb. There's nothing else to do.
We're going to get tied up here in a second, barring some kind of miracle for mouz.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't jinx it. It should be.
They're all on ramp, but there's a good range here regardless. I mean, they're playing it fairly passively on ramp this round. So they shouldn't be too vulnerable when it comes to these pistols. Although, as I say that, he decides to push forward.
He does. It's still a little bit scary, isn't it? There's a Tech 9, there's a Mac 10. If they get a quick bomb plant, Shane, though, will go down. Important kill for KST. He's been having a lot of those, I feel like. Setting up a little bit of a flash. KST eventually goes down, but Torsi also burned alive. The bomb much delayed, but there's over a minute left. I don't know, if you're mouz, now that it's all slowed down, you know they're going to be here. You might as well just wait. Suhei playing at the edge of the smoke. They don't check it. That's a free kill on Pepsol. But on the other side, Kevin walks right through. They've exchanged places and they're playing hide and seek. Kevin's looking for him and not finding him. Suhei, he's surely going to be dead. Now he's just waiting. Trigger discipline. Waiting to see if anyone else is going to go and pick up the bomb. It's not risk-free at all, but you have to really admire this. It's hard to do, especially when you're a couple of rounds away from a grand final. Shoot him. It's now, I'd say, it's not worth it. I'm getting nervous. I'm having sweaty palms at the moment. Oh, and it pays off! What a fantastic double. That is so patient. Kevin, what a god.
Outrageous round from Kevin. Just the patience, and it pays off, and I'm glad that we barely got to see it. 2 kills like that. No reason to look to the right when your teammate's just standing there in the open. How could he possibly, not be dead if somebody was holding him in his crosshairs? It's outrageous. 13-13, tied up, and this game is now slipping through mouz's fingers. They don't even get a bomb plant, Anders.
I know myself well enough. I'll never be able to do that.
That was mad.
It's just, it's so hard to do. So much harder than it seems, especially, this late in a game. 3rd map, 26th round, and he's just keeping it cool. Now we're in the 27th, and you're right, we're all tied up. 13-13.
13-13 is kind of what we were expecting, really. I mean, both of these teams are good at Vertigo. And now, I mean, this is where you start to really get into the jitters, being able to actually close down the game, especially when a spot in the grand finals is on the line.
Yes. Torsi sneaking up, AWP in hand. He's been stuck on 20 kills for just a bit, which is still pretty good, but now they need him. They need some of those opening kills. He's going to make the jump past, instantly spotted by Process, but Torsi's lightning fast. Well, there we go. That's what they needed. They're at the A-bomb side again, and they're going to be taking down KST in the middle. 5 versus 3. They have so much time that this is where you want to see them really take a deep breath. Not that they don't have to fall back to B or anything like that, but ooh, yeah, they're going to be ramping around.
Is that Torsi's 2nd opening kill of the map? I'm curious, because before this, it was a while ago, but he was only on 1 opening duel.
Yeah, he's been having a good game, but it's been a bit tough when taking the early fights against Process and everything else.
Creating the space, it's like, okay, the situation hits the fan and he's getting multi-kills or something, but what you want from your op as well is the ability to get in there and give you that opening kill to start the ball rolling. So I was curious about that, because he was on 1 a while ago.
The problem is, because of that last round, even if they managed to sort of stabilize it, they did end up in a position here where they don't have that much money on the Fnatic side. So 14-13, probably gonna have to force it. I mean, on Kevin Process, they could maybe get. It's not gonna be much, is it? It's gonna be so super questionable. Do you want to risk it and fight for overtime?
I think you do. No, man.
It's just a
nah, yeah,
question of temperament, right? You can make an argument both ways.
It's such a brutal one. That's going to just take supreme confidence at that point. If you let them get up to match point and you have to play for overtime.
Yeah. But then again, they've been playing really well. Winning like 3 out of the last 5 rounds. So maybe you do just say, you know what? Yeah. It would suck to have to do that, but at the same time, if we force it up now,
you're really risking it all. But you got 2-3 guys, who can get rifles.
You say rifles, but you mean from us.
Yeah. Or an MP9. I mean, you could do MP9s as well. MP9s are good. That, or, we're just missing the fact that Pepser can just pop off and kill 5 people.
There's always
with that M4.
Chance. Always a chance. Buy HE grenades and just blow them up.
Oh, I see an AUG. I see a force buy, Anders. This is it. They're playing for the win, Anders. They're not interested in going the distance. They're not interested in going to overtime.
Damn.
They want to end it in regulation.
Because of choices like that, the AUG, or like you said, the MP9, if the FAMAS over the MP9, they're going to have very few nades. So they need to win the straight-up fights. This isn't going to be a round where they can just allow a bomb plant on the A-bomb side and then we'll go for a retake or anything. That's not going to happen. Process is, again, just pushing. He's so wildly aggressive. Molotov will force him back quite a bit, and he's going to get caught. That is... What a read from Torsi. He knew that. That's not the first time he's tried to play that game.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Perfectly placed Molly. Just roasting him. That's the AUG out of the fight as well. So, playing that aggressive, okay. With a Deagle, sure. But, like, with your AUG as well, just...
Yeah.
That's a lot of firepower that the team could use right about now.
And from Torsi's point of view, right, after having been delayed much and stuck on 20 kills for a while, back-to-back rounds where he's the opening kill. Shane going to be taking down KST, no flash or anything else. Just a bit of a prayer that no one was going to be covering that. 5 versus 3. And again, this is all of their cash. They're so screwed if they can't win this round.
Yeah, that's really going to be a difficult situation. You almost want to save, but you need to fight it out. You have to be here. And I wish that we could just see a gamble. Put 3 on A right now for Fnatic. Put all of your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, but look at it. They're faking the bomb site. And it's being heard by Pepsol. Regali, 2 big kills from the Deagle. He hasn't reloaded yet. He wants one more headshot. Now he's going to have a chance at least, I'd say, get some more bullets in this gun. 20 seconds on the clock as well. They're falling back towards the bomb site. It is being held right now. Shane, it was he did fake it initially. 15 seconds. Oh, no! That's it. Nothing they could do. 14 rounds on the board for Fnatic. Absolutely outrageous. I can't believe that he won it. Intercepting the bomb. That is devastating for mouz. Oh, no.
Overthinking things on mousesports' side instead of just powering forward. There it is.
Maybe, yeah. It's hard to know, right? Because they might have just as well been thinking, well, hold on, like, if we're all the way in B, then they will have stacked 3 people in the A bomb site for sure, right? Because we have B. So the other 3 must be in A. There's only 20 seconds. If we fight now, we're actually playing 3-on-3 in the A bomb site with 20 seconds. Like, that doesn't feel like a good idea either. But it wasn't. Kev was in there. Playing hide and seek.
Lower bracket final, tournament life on the line, spot in the grand finals on the line, and a bit of a powwow going on here for mousesports calling in the tactical timeouts. And yeah, man, dude, just this is pressure. To be fair, this is what I expected for the third map. I expected it to just be
it's fantastic.
So close because neither of these teams is going to be, confident to the point where they're just going to close it. It's going to be it's going to go down to the wire. The pressure is enormous, and these players are still getting used to this on land, no less.
He's only got 12 kills, but I feel like he's been in charge of some absolutely critical rounds where he's just single-handedly won them like a number of times.
Without a doubt. Again.
Oh, crap. It's been spotted. They know. They see it. It's a little bit formulaic this time from Fnatic. It's something we've seen a lot out of them.
Yeah.
And they just get wrecked on that ramp. So this time, mouz, they've been here before getting the opening kills. They must win it.
I think that's really just that game of chicken where they're like, oh, they won't think we do it again, right? And unfortunately, Battle Chicken just does not go your way this time.
We're going to make it a thing.
14-14 and a 2-man advantage for mouz.
Yeah, and this time, I'm sure every angle, every corner is going to be checked. This is not quite the stack. They're in middle, they're in B and A, that they're really spread out on the CT side.
I think, again, on the CT side, I think you still need to go for the stack. Nicely done there from Regalia. That's a freebie, though.
Yeah, and probably mouz just need to speed it up behind this, right?
Yep.
That's the confirmation. All right, Orb is there. Let's go. Get the bomb down before he shows up. Keep Molotov there. KST.
Does he have a gap?
He might have. He might very well have, but so does JDC. Swinging. Looked like he was running and gunning, just cruising into it. You can try and wallbang that. Not a surefire thing, but it could be done. Oh, Regali goes down, and it's 15 on the board for mouz. Getting the double opening, and last time they threw it away, not this time. And the question is, what kind of money is on it? I don't think it's going to be great.
Not much. It's not much.
It's going to be really rough, isn't it?
This is now just, I mean, this is really going to be now mousesports' round to lose. Do they lose?
Sorry, I want you to molly second round, flash twice, and leave it. I will fake the second time, and we'll still group.
Team speak.
I think they played Deagles and just fully.
Robert, smoke heavy. Robert,
I
smoke
will
heavy.
pick Crane, I will kill him.
Yeah. Go on, I want you to play passive on B, don't die.
He's not peeking.
Falling yellow. They walk out. I don't see. Molly it. I'm gonna flash.
Morning Ivy push.
Goes in the
Morning
smokes.
ramp now.
Sneak left side, Dory. Okay.
Nothing big.
Adam, you need a flash us on the side. We got him.
I'll come
Okay,
in.
call it.
Come now, John.
Yeah, I'm on my.
Flash now.
Flashing.
I left mid.
Going.
Carry Joe.
Watch out, boost.
Ivy Molly sandbags.
Yeah, Molly sandbags. And
Good.
or you go back yellow.
I'm already dead.
Smoke, yeah, smoke left side that way now, right now, and go
I
yellow.
do it left side. Left side smoke
Me,
now.
yeah, me and Adam will do the right side smokes. Whenever
Okay.
this smoke is
Hubert,
fading,
let
we
me
do
go
the right
yellow.
side
Hubert,
smokes.
let me go yellow.
John, you will...
Watch out,
I'm
Ray.
holding
Maybe
flash
DT.
behind you.
Out yellow, dead.
Flashing
More,
behind.
more.
Ram dead. Ram one more dead.
Nice!
5v2.
Listen,
Smoke
breathe.
right side. I'm smoking
Yes.
right side.
Good.
Let's
Flashing
execute
up of
this.
Mulling
twice.
headshot.
Flashing up of twice.
Breathe. Play it control together.
Listen,
No worries.
everyone's
I'm
swing
holding
round right
behind.
now.
I'm
Swing.
holding behind.
I have
He
Ivy.
can walk out short.
He cannot. I have it. Flash. One more con,
Nice.
one more con.
I'm flashing in the right side smoke.
In the smoke. He's going headshot.
I'm blind.
Burning headshot.
Burning.
Headshot.
That is real well played. I mean, the calls at the end there, you could feel the tension.